Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
bro gotta be real. We gotta put it in their lungs. So, what's good, family? Welcome back.
Welcome back, good people, good people, good people. Man.
Yeah, back.
Been a good week, been a good week.
Yes, sir. Waiting for Juan to come back and holler at us. But until then, cause what's been up with your week?
Oh, man, just a solid overall week, like I say. Work was good all week, bunch chill week, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting back watching them flip dirt and stuff. So it's been a chill week for your boy. On top of my Raiders looking good, my Spurs just
Did you
snapped the
say your
18.
Raiders looking good?
They look good. Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Then my Spurs snapped the 18 game losing streak tonight, beating the Lakers. So
okay, that's what's up. I'm
I'm
with
I'm
that.
riding my high horse going into the weekend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with that one. I'm with that one all the way. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Very similarly so, cause I can't complain. Hell, this week went by in a blur. Quite honestly, got nothing to complain about. Just holiday season, and y'all saw the email, so I'm getting ready to deal with some other stuff. But outside of that, I'm good. I'm good. Juan, what about you?
Hey Tina. Uh, what we talking about?
Yo, we
Oh, my week's been pretty good. Work it's just been work this week. Oh
Mm.
no, I'm lying.
Oh.
I am lying. This week has been full of those end of the year concerts for the children.
oh yeah.
Oh
Tell us about them with the sigh. I want to hear about it now.
God. Well,
uh-huh.
Don't talk
let
about
me see.
kids.
Hold on.
Don't talk
Let me
about kids.
I'm gonna try not to talk about the kids, but those Christmas concerts, honey.
Hey, they real.
I'm
Don't
sorry, the
spoil it.
holiday concerts
Yeah.
were, oh my gosh. So, like I said, this week has been full of those. It's the end of the school year. Next week they have a few days left for school, so they scrunching everything in. So first up was the orchestra concert. The orchestra concert, I'll give it a
Okay.
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Man, you ain't not talking about them. They like, hold on, let me pull up and see what she's
No,
saying.
this one walking around here like she got Ebola or something. She need to keep that in her room.
Uh-uh.
Uh, so first up was the hold on the orchestra concert, which um Twin B is an orchestra and she plays the violin
Mhm.
and I orchestra. It was cool. I give it a good 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
So next up was choir concert, also Twin B.
Oh,
Now, when you think of holiday music, what words come to mind when you think of holiday music?
Jingle Bell.
So Jingle Bells is uplifting. It's
Yeah.
catchy, a little
Mm-hmm.
joyous, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what this not orchestra, this choir teacher, choir director got going on in her life this holiday season.
Oh.
But but if I was on the verge of any holiday distress, I would have
That,
definitely jumped off a bridge after that
no.
concert. All the songs were slow and they were drawn out. There was nothing joyous or upbeat about this concert at all. Like literally, if I hadn't had my phone and was playing Candy Crush and Cooking Madness or whatever the heck I was playing on my phone at the time, I wouldn't have made it.
Jeez.
It was so bad. My poor auntie couldn't even drive home because she was so tired. I had to drive us.
Oh wow.
It wasn't good, guys. It
Hey,
wasn't
but
good.
at least you was there. My parents never came to none of my band concerts or nothing. None of
No,
my
I'm
kids.
now I'm gonna support, but I'm gonna
That,
also
you know what
keep it
I'm saying?
real with
So
my kids.
that's what I'm saying. Hats off to you, man. Kudos,
Yeah,
because
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that.
yeah,
yeah,
even though it was an experience for you, you went through it. You know what
and
I'm saying?
man, was it an
And you got
experience?
a couple more to go through.
Right.
Absolutely. And so next up was band concert.
Okay.
It was actually good. I enjoyed band. Oh wait, I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
Choir concert. I give it a 3.2 out of 10.
Oh,
Whoa,
Um,
you ain't
whoa,
kidding
whoa,
me.
whoa.
Jesus,
uh,
jump up.
Okay, okay.
and so down to the band concert. They did very well. You can tell the growth from sixth grade year to now. So they played harder music. It was this was they played a lot of joyous and upbeat songs. So a lot of people were into it. And they got standing ovations and but so seeing my child's growth from sixth grade year to seventh grade year on her instrument, which is the trombone, and her reading music, and like she was very confident in what she was doing. It was funny because she was looking for us and couldn't find us, even though she knew we were there.
Yeah.
So she was looking around and doing a little thing. I was like, so at the end, she was yeah. So she like, I couldn't find y'all. I knew y'all was here, but I couldn't find y'all. But yeah,
And
so
that's part of the lighting too. What's going on, Flo? That's
yeah,
part of and the lighting is done that way on purpose, so they didn't stage fright, so they can't see
yeah.
everybody's face.
But it was like we were in the gym, so it wasn't like too many lights or anything. I think
Mm,
it's just the way that they had everything set up and seated that
okay,
we kind of blended in the crowd because we were in the middle.
gotcha.
Um, yeah. So and then also there was cheerleading competition this week. So there was also yeah. So like I said, it wouldn't just work this week.
Nice.
It's been a full. It's been a whole situation for me over here. But
And
we
you had overtime.
we made it and we did it, and all of that stuff is over for the time being. So
Well,
woo,
hats off to you, Cuzzo. You killed
team
it
mom. Oh,
for
and
sure.
dad showed up too, and team auntie. They came to everything. So
Killing it. Y'all
team
killing it.
fam.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's before we hop in. What you sipping on, cuz? What you sipping on? We ain't did that. We ain't did that one in a minute anyway. So let's
That
talk
takes
about
over the all right there.
yeah, that just said everything. That just said
You said you
everything.
was going to get some water. You come back with a whole.
I
Right.
did get water.
Jeez. That was a whole movement right there.
I put a little bit too much tequila in my juice.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be live tonight.
It's a little bit too much tequila, but it's okay. I'm gonna drink it because we don't waste liquor around here.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So let's hop into the NFL picks. But before we do that, let's go ahead and announce the winner of last week's picks. And he ain't on yet, but I'm sure he'll hop on in a second. So when we were going through during our meeting Tuesday, uh, once again, the man with the plan who put his picks in with us and came out on top. He beat all of us. We all had 6 wins, but for we'll go ahead and
Which is
say it. Sir,
crazy.
Yeah.
Sir won.
Again, y'all need to start putting y'all picks in, okay?
Hey,
Because y'all could be winners too.
absolutely. So this week's win, instead of him getting a hoodie because he already won that, he'll get his pick at a different color hat, like the one Dirt is sporting up top, with the
Not
logo on it.
mine.
Yeah, not the one Wanda rocking, but the one Dirt, like the one like Dirt's rocking, multiple different colors. So once Sir hop on, I'm sure he'll be in. Hopefully he'll be in.
Yes.
He'll be able to get his pick at the hats. So congratulations to Sir
Again.
again. And so we don't really necessarily have to go through all our picks right now because I already posted those to our pages.
Yep.
But what I will say as a reminder for anybody out there who is looking at getting some free family bloodline merchandise, put your picks in for NFL week 15. We will be closing that out week 15 out Saturday at noon. So
Mhm.
have your picks on our either Facebook, Instagram, or through our Gmail at fblpodcast@gmail.com for your chance to win free family bloodline
Uh,
merchandise.
we got to close it out before then because there's 3 games on tomorrow.
Oh crap, that's right.
So they got to
That's
get their picks in tonight for this week.
hey,
Tonight before midnight.
Yeah, because there's 3 games on tomorrow starting at noon.
there you go.
So if you ain't
So
got your picks in before noon tomorrow,
Okay, before noon tomorrow.
non and void.
yeah, you just at a loss. You're gonna lose out on this one. So get your picks in. Otherwise, get ready for week 16.
And shout
So
out to those of you who've already put in your picks.
Chris, we appreciate you.
Yes. Appreciate
So
that, G.
let's push it forward and let's get into these topics because I think this is going to be this one might be a little bit lengthy, and as always, we will be posting the link.
Capture.
Everybody getting ready for it. We will be posting the link down in the chat over here on YouTube and on Facebook, on Twitch and on X, whatever that's called now, Twitter.
Twitter,
Uh, yeah,
the
it'll
tweet,
tweet.
the,
Yeah,
the
whatever.
X app.
Right. So if you have something to say or you want to weigh in on these topics, you got to come to one of those pages to get them in, so we can pull you up. So we will introduce the first. Well, today's topic is mama's baby, daddy's maybe, and mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So,
Oh my god.
Juan, you want to kick that one off?
Okay, well, this came about because we were kind of following the Chrisean and Babyface situation where
Babyface?
baby Blueface. What I say, Babyface?
Yeah, you
Did
said
I say
babyface.
Babyface? I
You
meant
did.
Blueface. That boy with the he said he got more than one song, but I think we only know him for one.
I don't even know.
Uh, is that Bust Down Tatiana?
Yeah,
Tatiana? Something,
we got
yeah, something
that's
like that. Anywho, yeah, we old, so we don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
Evidently, it has. He claims to have swabbed DNA tested Krishan's baby, and the results came back that the child was not his. He did this without her knowing or her consent. Um, so he's being shady, shifty, as he's been doing their whole situationship. Um, so there's a uh, couple of things we can talk about with this scenario. Was he wrong for doing this without her knowledge?
mm,
And is is her consent even needed for such information?
mm.
Um, because I mean, if you had a concern, why didn't you voice it to her? Also, I mean, there's several tangents we can go off of on this situation. So I just want to know, what are y'all thoughts about the whole situation first?
So, what was the first question you asked?
Was he wrong?
Was she wrong for that went down the wrong way?
You got to put a little bit more.
Yeah,
No, like legit, my epiglottis is closed before the whole rest of the liquid went down. I know. I mean, I'm good.
right.
No, I'm good. But like, I mean, with him secretly giving this child a DNA test, if in fact he did this, I mean, they do a lot of stuff for
Sure.
publicity and keep people talking. So, if in fact he did this, is that was that cool for him to do?
Without, I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
Mm.
Um, I don't blame him for doing it without her knowledge. Uh, I don't think I would have taken the same. Yeah, I don't think I would have taken the same approach. But you know, I understand. Let me say that I understand why he did it without her knowledge. I put it. That's a better way of saying it, right? Because there's a lot of pushback uh we'll get thrown into if we just come out and flat out say, hey, I just want to go get a DNA test before I sign a birth certificate, before the baby born. Um, Not
Why
saying
do
I
you
don't.
feel like that there will be pushback to that? Because I mean, I feel
Okay,
like that's I mean, if that's how you feel, then we're definitely gonna do that. But when it come back that this is your child, then I don't want to hear nothing else about it. And
right.
I want,
Understandable,
and then
but
you gonna show up to every PTA meeting, every
So,
concert, every you gonna,
that's my
you
child.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
you gonna definitely parent because so now you know, and I
Yeah,
don't want to hear no excuses on why you can't do nothing because you know.
but it's gonna be pushback like Jig saying just because of that question that was posed to the spouse. You know, if I say I want to have a DNA test, automatically it's gonna be like, God damn, bro, like how
Okay,
you
so
don't think
you
it's
said the
yours
word spouse.
or
I mean,
baby
so
mama or whatever? It's the same
I
situation.
mean,
The same
I
same
mean, I
reaction
can
gonna come from the same.
I can understand if you're doing this with somebody you in a situationship with, or you're not married to. But how would you feel? How would you think your spouse would feel
well,
about that type of question?
I
well,
mean,
and
this
okay, go ahead.
I'm that's what I was getting at. It's like the same situation with individuals just dealing with each other. You know, just we rocking. Whether you my BM or whether, and then they ain't just no regular no baby mama and situation. They all over the media. They are
Hmm?
known as a couple. You know what I'm saying? So
Right?
y'all out there is, but go ahead, G.
They
'Cause I
out there
see
on
your
that.
head. I see your
But
head.
well, yeah, because the thing is, just because a person is a spouse doesn't mean that they're not human still. And,
Hmm.
and men and women both mess up. That's the honest
Hmm.
truth about it. And one of the things that a lot of people, and I said it once before, Kirk Franklin found himself in a situation, finding out that he found out that the man that he thought he was his dad, that he mourned, that passed, actually was not his biological father, and his
Hmm.
mother still knew who the father actually was, but never told him.
Okay.
Right. So when we get pushed in, though, it's not always just a situationship. Sometimes it's just people being fallible and messing up and making wrong choices at specific times. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And not sharing that information, but keeping it on the low, that can destroy a person's foundation later on in life. There was another story that I heard about a woman being upset at her husband, and the kid was like 5 or 6 years old, and they were arguing, and he was saying something about taking his daughter and going to get ice cream, and she was like, "That ain't even your daughter." And the man who fathered her, he was better than you anyway.
Hmm.
You know,
I mean, people saying stuff that they don't mean when they're in the heat of the moment, and you going to get a DNA test because you don't want to be responsible. It's two different things.
so I don't think it's always not wanting to be responsible. But if somebody is upset to the point to where they're gonna tell me flat out that this child ain't mine, well, now I have an obligation to myself to find out what the truth is. Because you
Hmm.
just because you're upset don't mean that you simply talking shit. Because you can sometimes you can cash in on that shit, right?
And vice
So
versa, you know, yeah. If the person feel like the baby, if the spouse feel like the baby is his, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you stand on it? Why wouldn't you go ahead
What
and
up, Manny?
shove that shit in his face, like Wanda was saying? You know what I'm saying? What up, Manny? Outside of that, man,
I
it's
mean, us like we
I don't
like
think it
as
should be
human, like you
sneaky.
said, as being in a human experience, we've all said stuff that we didn't mean.
sure,
True,
We
true.
uh and it may have not necessarily been true because we were upset.
okay, and I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you at all. But when that point, that focal point ends up being true after you get the DNA test, because in his case, he found out that it was not his daughter.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you
No,
know what
no,
I'm saying? Like nobody
I'm not talking about these two fools. I'm talking
talking about
about, yeah, the story that I was referencing earlier. So
yeah,
Hmm.
in that case, he found out that the child was not his child. He did a DNA test and he showed it to his wife, right? But
Hmm.
before he did it, he told her, he was like, "Well, then I'm finna go get a DNA test," and she was like, "Well, no, I was just upset. I take it back. It was the heat of the moment."
Hmm.
And he was like, "No, I'm finna take you up on that. I gotta take you up on that," and he did.
I don't know.
Oh, come on then, man. Let me go ahead and post it. That's it. That threw Wanda off for a hot second. You lose some
Mm,
weight, you look different.
I'm a no. It's probably because I got some lashes on today. I don't know. Yeah. Uh,
I don't think you should have to be sneaky about it. If you feel that way about
that
the
part.
situation, you know what I'm saying? You stand on what you stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is my child because I think, you know what I'm saying? Because it was something out there that they had took
Yep, you got
a
it.
lie detector test. They took a lie detector test, and that was one of the questions that he asked. While we were in a relationship, or while you was pregnant, or one of the two, did you have a and I was like, I think it was when she was pregnant because I was like, damn, is she pregnant already? Yeah, split up, and she already pregnant, bro. So
Right.
a lot of things didn't make sense to me in a relationship, and I
They
mean
don't
in the
make sense to
situation.
me, but since we're talking about them, I'm just like, okay, so I just feel like it's kind of he moving like a weirdo. Like, why would you going through all this stuff? So first of all, he basically threatened her and her friend over this baby. But if it's not your baby, why are you putting in so much energy?
Yeah,
Like you just out here looking like a clown.
that's because that's what they are. And
Yeah,
I was supposed to go back and read up about them, but I didn't even have the mental capacity to do it. Especially when you was like, well, the mama worse. I was like, oh shit, that explains everything. That
yeah.
explains everything.
So
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think with the DNA, with child support, it should be mandated. But outside of child support,
I agree with that.
I think it should just be a situation between the the parents. So you know what I'm
And
saying, the two adults.
and I'm
I
gonna
say it
be
ain't
one hundred
mine. You say
percent
it is. Well, let's march our ass down here and
yeah,
see
but
what it is. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
100% with you getting a DNA test done before you even sign a birth certificate. Because once you sign a birth certificate, you are obligated to that
oh,
child regardless.
you locked in.
Mm.
You
That's
locked
I ain't
in.
look at it like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
are
are
Yeah.
locked.
obligated to that child regardless, even if later you find out that the baby is not yours. You
So,
signed that birth certificate.
Yeah.
so is
That's
it offensive? Is it offensive or is it more offensive depending on your situation? Like, is it offensive if you dating somebody and y'all have a quick split up and everybody go do their thing for a hot second, you get back together,
Hmm.
woman end up pregnant and the guy's like, hey, I need to do a DNA test. Is that an offensive thing to ask?
As an adult, I would say no.
yeah. Now that we both going off doing our own thing, definitely no. You know what I'm saying?
I would say no as an adult.
We both
But
we
I
both
can
know we went off, but
see.
somebody slipped. Go ahead, Wanda.
I said, but at the same time, I can see how it could be offensive. Like if I'm like, if you know how I'm going with my timeline. Like, hey, this is the timeline, and oh goodness, here comes
No
our
goodness.
friend. Uh, uh, I'm gonna say, oh goodness, hello
But
there, Flo.
Hey, people. Hey, how y'all doing?
great, bro.
I'm calm tonight until we get to a good subject, and I won't be saying nothing about nothing that other stuff from last week. I apologize.
No apologies needed. This is
Speak
an
your
adult
mind. Speak your mind. That's what we all here
No,
to do. You know what I'm saying?
I
We
thought
just
I
ain't
was on punishment because I've been looking for a while. I was like, well, damn, let me ask Glass if I can get on or whatever. I thought I was on punishment for a minute
well, why would you be on punishment, man?
because I told somebody about it. They kids suck dick or some shit. So I was like, I thought I was in trouble for that shit from last week.
no.
Oh Lord, no. Again, no. But
Okay.
as I was saying though, I can see how it could be offensive to some people. You're like, hey, we're together. This is happening, and like, why would you think like if we're back rocking and now I'm now pregnant? Why are you asking me to get a DNA test?
I'm trying to feel that. I'm trying to meet you there,
like
Cuzzo.
I say, if we split shit, the only way I question that shit is we just split for like 2, 3 months and you come back talking about you pregnant. But if we didn't split for
I mean, yeah, no,
6 months to
Ah,
a year, 6 months to a year, oh no. You done
I
did
don't
some things, and I done did some things.
Shit, if it's a
So
week, I want to paternity. We
know.
slip for a week.
Yeah,
Hey, it take one time.
that's
One
it.
time.
One bus. That's all it take. That's all it take.
correct.
Like 2 weeks
Okay.
after we done got back together, you tell, oh, I'm
Only
But that's what
time
I'm
they should
saying.
not ask for a paternity test or shouldn't. So put it this way: if this is my thoughts, Miss Wanda, and I have to be. I want to put this. I know this because last, and I'm not being. I want to put this very plainly for females. Period. Like my wife was teaching me, like ladies don't act like niggas all the time. You gotta, calm it down. Every woman ain't in the military, so I'm bringing it down.
true.
So if you are 100% sure that the individual that you're pregnant by at that time is the
Mhm.
father, and he wants a paternity test, I don't think that you should have a problem with it because you stand on it. It's just like after you. It's just like this. You didn't study for a test, but you got all the answers to the test already. You know the answer. Why would you be worried about if the teacher say, "Did you cheat or this, that, and third?" You know the answer because you didn't study it all already.
Right. No, I
So
don't
what's the point of
disagree.
view? What would you be upset about? Where there's a
I think
chance, then to me, I call them low life women. If there's a chance, then they be like, why you gotta do this? Well, why not? Let's make sure. It's just think about this like this. Let's make sure we ain't either one of us got HIV. Let's go do that test too.
But
Okay.
You
what
feel
about
me?
the women? But what about the women that are right, that are saying that this is your child, and you know what I'm saying, and you disagree? Like, you know
But
what I'm
it's
saying?
nothing wrong with checking the block to make sure. Think about how
But,
many have not been right.
but
Exactly.
we was just talking about on the subject of them feeling a certain way on you asking them a question. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
well, get out your feelings.
I mean, but
but I mean, regardless, there's going to be feelings
it is
involved
your
because
child.
it's the relationship. So there's going to be feelings involved.
If it was
But
my daughter, I would tell my daughter the same thing. Like dead serious. You laid down with this individual. If you laid down with more than one person, period, why
I
not? Make
feel,
sure.
I mean, yeah,
I
I
True.
mean,
feel.
I get it, but I'm just saying you can't be mad that there are feelings had after you like it's like
Ah,
the audacity of it all. You can't be upset that there are feelings. Like,
sure.
okay, so why would you think this about me? Like, whatever happened when we were split up happened when we were split up. But like
Hmm.
now we're together, and now you still questioning me.
Well, because there's always
There's
causality.
doubt.
Yeah, there's doubt, and you apparently like in the relationship there has been some doubt built up, and again, having kids is a life changing event for
It is.
all parties involved, especially that child. Again, we go back and we think about the people who are finding out that the person that raised them or helped raise them is not their biological father. Just think about the foundation that's pulled from up under their feet in that moment.
Glass, when did I tell you I knew who my biological father was?
Say that one more time, Flo. I was
When do you remember when I told you I found out who my biological father was?
yeah.
And I knew him my whole life. Did not know he was my biological father.
So
You
how
My
did
see,
that make you
whole
feel?
life.
Okay.
I was
How,
18 and a week away from going off to boot camp for the military when I found out. I then went to high school and ran track with my brother. Didn't know he was my brother. I'm dead serious. He knew,
did the
but I
dad
just
know?
never believed him. Say again?
Did the dad know?
Did what dad know? My dad, my biological
Your
father?
biological dad? No,
He knew,
but you know
yeah.
his.
He knew I've been around him all the time, my whole life. He just
Well,
never said nothing. I don't know what my mama had on him, but he just never said nothing to me about it. Yeah, dead serious. It took all my brothers and my sisters that I grew up with. I'm dead serious. About a week or maybe 2 weeks before I shipped off the boot camp, I found out that this man I knew my whole life. I thought he was my friend. I heard you guys speaking earlier about how you were going to sports and whatnot for the kids or whatever. Like I can honestly say, like the LaFleurs, my mom and my dad, the actual ones that raised me, I could probably say twice. And I was an all-state and all-city running back. Dead
Hmm.
serious. But the Jamesons, like I thought these were my friends. Now that I look back on it as an adult, and when my dad passed, I'm like, damn. I thought these was my friends, but they had all the damn football games, and I think these my friends, all my brothers and sisters. I got an older sister. I told you on the last thing is 71.
But
I got a great grand sister. My oldest brother is 64. I got a grand brother. Dead serious.
You see? And these are the life-changing events that happen and go on when you just get talked out of it. Right. And so sure, there's going to be emotion involved in it. It's going to be an uncomfortable thing. It's going to be a hard conversation. But at the end of the day, all doubt has been removed. And you can actually you have a choice at that point. You
yeah.
have, you know,
Understand. So what
real
about the question never get posed? What if someone never posed a question about a DNA test? So we sitting there speaking
Well, no, I
about
mean, if you don't get a DNA test, I feel like so. Okay, so you asking if you don't ask and just get it done, or you just don't get the
or
DNA
just
test?
go through with the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and then that's a personal choice. Again, like if you don't want to know, if you're gonna raise a baby anyway, and you don't want to know, and in your heart of hearts, that's your baby.
So are you speaking from a male's point of view or a female's point of view or both?
I was just
Sir?
speaking on perspective. Yeah, just on
Okay.
both realms. You know.
Okay. I think as a male, every male should want to. And guess what? I think every female should freaking want to. You want to know why? Hell, when I tried to adopt my son, I have one biological child is my daughter, but my non-biological child is the only one I mess with. I know his ass backwards. They both by the same mama.
Right.
Shit happens. Life goes on. But here we go. I tried to adopt him, and the mother told me to my face, and this nigga ain't never bought a pamper ever. Nothing. Said, well, what if he need a blood transfusion or this or this or this? That's where those DNA tests need to freaking. I already knew I wasn't my son's father. I've been knowing that. That's why I said I wanted to adopt him. But that's where it comes in. And you got to think about life. You got to think about genetics, family history, cancers, diabetes, so on and so forth. It's actually good to know this shit. You got some people their chromosomes ain't supposed to match nowhere, and they have these deformed children. So it's good to go on ahead and get it done.
So feelings might be hurt or hindered or rubbed wrong, but at the end of the day, at least you know which way to go, and everybody has an option at that point. That either the man can stick around and continue to be a father, or he can be like, you know what, I ain't even with this conversation. He'll pass type shit.
But the thing is, he snuck and got the DNA test done on a child.
Okay.
If the child ain't his, he a dirtbag for it. I ain't gonna even lie, because I wouldn't even snuck and did it if I had I would have at a minimum say, be a man. Let's go get this damn test done. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Be a man.
Stand on what you stand.
That's a difference if she's keeping the child away and he can't get it and just, okay. So I don't know I don't follow this young people shit. The only song I know about that nigga is Bust Down Tatiana or some shit. That's all I know. And that's when I first started bodybuilding and shit. And I was like licking my eyebrows and shit, doing the dumb shit that nigga was doing and shit.
So this on a different tangent though, like on a different thing, he got mad because nobody can name 3 of his songs, but he says he has whole albums out here.
He watched out Funny Marco podcast because he can name 3 songs.
Nobody could name 3 songs. Like if somebody had a gun to your head, it was like name 3 Blueface songs right now.
Yep.
Are you gonna
I'm a dead motherfucker. I'm dead off the bat. I'm gonna say, let me say my prayers first. They gotta say my prayers, please.
Right. I don't know. I don't even know the song y'all talking about. So that's just being a honey.
Glass. We was stationed together when that song came out.
Oh, for
bust
real?
Down, Tatiana, bust down. I want to see you bust down.
It's the worst. It's the
but it was no lyrics to it. It's a club song for when we was out on that little strip in Cali, the little regular strip out there in Mountain View. It's one of those, the ratchet college girl songs and shit. It's one of those.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
sir, just to circle back around, glad you was able to hop on real quick. You won last week's pick, week 14
Again,
again. So after a while, we'll pause and place that in a little bit again, so you can pick the color hat you want. It's going to be similar to the one that Dirt got on. Dirt got the black hat on, but
again, not my hat, Dirt's hat.
he's got a vast array of different colors that you'll be able to choose from. Yes, you did. So congratulations.
Good
Um,
job. Good job, sir.
He's so stupid.
I don't agree with the way he went about it, but I understand. I totally understand.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I
Okay.
wouldn't do it that way, but I understand why he did. Because if he wouldn't have done it that way, it would have came it would have came down to what we are talking about.
And
Well, you
again, we're
don't
saying allegedly because we don't know who he
allegedly,
swabbed. In all
right?
honesty,
Right, because he could have had his
he could have
homeboy.
swabbed. Right, exactly. We don't know who was swabbed, what was swabbed, whatever. But allegedly, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And
If they would have went down and did a DNA test, it would have been a whole viral moment for them. You see what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
that's what I'm saying. So he went about it the wrong way. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
And plus,
I
I
feel
don't expect too many of these young cats to have any cojones to go and do anything that like flat out and be upfront about how they gonna move.
Anything manly is not
Yeah,
gonna happen with these young ones.
So,
Anything
these
manly
motherfuckers
is not
scary
gonna happen.
persons.
so
They
have
can't.
y'all ever done anything sneakily like this in a relationship? It doesn't
Yeah, I gave
necessarily
bitches
be.
plan B every day before the next damn day. I'm dead serious. Like I put that shit in their grits. I sneakily done plan B in their grits. Yeah, I
ooh,
kept
that's
me a
kind
stock
of
hoe.
Is
weird.
it
I ain't
still?
never been shit. I told y'all this shit. I ain't never been shit.
Wait, is the plan B still effective after you boil it in grits?
I didn't say boy, I crushed that shit up like them bitches do that damn the little peels and mix it in with the grits. It worked. Ain't no I ain't had to buy no more big screens no more.
Oh, goddamn.
Shit. Want to
No,
do it?
that's my answer.
Well,
My
No
answer is
DNA, no child support. Bingo.
well then.
Yeah. So when
that.
child support got put on me, I had to get my DNA test. You know, they called me
Mhm.
down like, boom, you got to come down here and well, with my second child, with my oldest, child support just got boom, just got put on me. You know what I'm saying? I go get my
Mhm.
check one week, and I'm like, wait a minute, this
Uh-oh.
shout. I
Oh
held that
no.
paper up like, hey, this shout. People like, man, you need to read the fine print. I looked down,
Mm-hmm.
scrolled down on there after the taxes and all that. It was just up. Like, what is
Child.
this? You hear me?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then I got hit with back child support because you know what I'm saying. Once the order came, they said I had already had an order on me, but it wasn't in place. But then once the order came, then I got hit with all this back child support.
Mm.
I'm like, Jesus,
They
you know
put
what I'm
that
saying?
shit on your credit too?
No, it didn't affect my credit because they had instantly started taking it out my check. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it didn't affect nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They instantly started going into my wages. So
Oof.
child support was a different ball game for the kids. You see what I'm saying?
It
It
is.
Mm.
definitely is.
So DNA test. I think DNA test should be mandatory.
Mhm.
Should be mandatory. And I know
I can't
like
disagree with that.
well, give me a second because you might just disagree with this second part. Even if it's a married couple,
Max,
DNA
come on,
test.
man. I don't play that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't play that kissing in the
But
face shit. Hold on.
he's so cute though.
Yeah,
I'm not,
he
and I'm so black. I'm not white. Okay.
is.
he lucky
Now,
he on my
okay,
left.
you saying that, but I've seen black folks kiss their dogs.
Not this nigga here.
Can't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
The devil is a lie.
it's a new
oh,
era. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new age. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking,
Look. I ain't eating
speaking,
groceries. I ain't eating groceries like that, so I'm good. I ain't doing all that. Shit.
no, speaking, no, like speaking of nigga ish.
Uh huh.
Um, so y'all know I'm in the dental field or whatever. So I had a patient come in today, had, a few things going on. And I was like, hey, why do you wait so long to come in if you knew you had this stuff going on? Like, why did you wait till the last minute to where it's almost, it's not, I'm not going to say it's irreparable because it definitely is because, good at what I do. But anywho,
So
we,
What you doing? Vaginal rejuvenations or some shit? What you do?
no, I work in the dental office.
Oh, dental. Okay, got you. Oh, okay. I thought you.
Bathroom renovation. Goddamn me sometimes. I'm in demo.
no,
I'm in construction. I know what the bathroom look like after you
no.
demo it. So some people teeth
So
look like that. So
yeah, so I was like, he said, I like, what took you so long to come in? Why didn't you say, like, nobody told you to come in? You didn't tell nobody this was going on. He like, I'm a nigga, and niggas don't come in. I'm like, what?
Damn. Damn. Hey, you met a real one.
right,
I was,
right.
I was definitely taken aback. I'm like, huh?
See, Manny gets even if they married, especially if she want to get rush wedding 6 months later, she popping out a junior. Like,
He's stuck
okay,
regardless. She's pregnant now.
that's a good question.
I don't know. That's hey, to be
So,
continued.
so yeah, that's the full extent of my statement is I think every single situation should require a mandatory DNA test. Every last one, every last one.
It
I,
don't matter married or not. Should just
married,
have one.
If I
Why
know for a
not?
fact,
If what? Just think about this. Just to get your driver's license, you got to go take a test. Think about everything you got to do. You do it any damn way. So make this just an involuntary thing. Make it second nature. Why not? See, it makes
I
me
don't
think you
know.
women sneaky. Look, you messing with your eyebrow and shit. Look at you. What's wrong? What's going on?
But I'm
First of
saying
all, I
it's the
had on
same.
fake lashes today, and they're
What?
popping off. It's been all day.
Well, I've
Okay.
been seeing fake lashes for the past 6 years. God damn it! You good? You good?
married or not.
Anywho, I mean, I can agree with that to a certain extent, but I feel like if you're married and you don't feel like you need to, don't.
So
Like you know
so
who you
so
with.
so we only talking about like a marriage situation. We only talking about situational ship if you break up and you come back together. That's the
I'm
only
Yeah,
thing we
okay,
talking
talking
I
about
can
about
see
together.
that. Then
marriage
yes,
situation.
by all means, yes. But if we're
So we
married and
married.
I ain't being with
So we
nobody
not.
but you, then I'm
So
not getting a DNA test. That's stupid.
so
That's a waste of
I just
people.
wanted to clear that
Tax.
up to make sure it just
It's a
when
waste of
if we.
money. It's stupid.
Every
You say it's stupid, but it's happened so many times where
because
somebody didn't raise somebody else's kid for 15, 6 because they knew that all these other ones was theirs. They just assumed this one was any damn way and out of love and stayed and blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. Love is a
Mm-hmm.
powerful thing. It's very powerful. You can't control it. That's how me and my son said it's love. But
Mm-hmm.
damn it, when money get involved, love don't mean shit some damn time.
What?
All right.
and that don't mean that if the woman's keeping a secret, which I would hate, that doesn't necessarily make her a bad person. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like I said when we were on our meeting, fear makes you act out irrationally. It, it
Mm-hmm.
it requires an irrational response upon initial impact. So you're not going to necessarily do the right thing. Just
Mm-hmm.
because you know that you can crep out, you was upset with your dude and smash somebody on some revenge shit or on some just irresponsible shit, right? That don't mean that you're not that you just gonna spill the beans automatically. Like we talk about manning up all the time, woman up and just be like, okay, well, it's a possibility. I'm not finna gaslight the situation. I'm not finna gaslight the situation. I'm not finna call this dude a weak ass motherfucker because you want a DNA test. I'm not finna
Mm-hmm.
lay on the tears for fears and say if you want a DNA test, then I'm gonna leave you. I'm not finna be. It shouldn't be brought up. If you want a DNA test, I'm automatically putting you on child support. It shouldn't. All this other stuff that comes out of that. Pause it for a second. Pause it because what we can't pause as men is after we sign a birth certificate and things go south, we cannot
Cannot
pause.
pause.
child support.
That's true.
We can't pause it, and we stuck.
I'm I'm with yeah. I actually feel like I would definitely feel like I'll do it, but then better know like my petty meter is so high that once I do this and it comes back that you're the father, my petty meter is gonna be 21 years long. I promise you. You better not.
That
Yes, sir.
shit not gonna last after that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole different situation. Shit.
I mean, you been
Is
my
it
baby better
DNA
not catch a
test?
hangnail.
Huh?
My baby better not have a diaper rash because he got two parents. Okay, and when I say we got two parents,
That means you doing double that.
when I say
It's
that
gonna be
my petty meter
that's
gonna be so
and
high. If I see a daggone mosquito bite on my child, why you went out there being a daddy to swat them mosquitoes for
that's
my
what
baby?
I'm saying
Because
about
you
that
wanted to know that you were
situationship
daddy.
about pressing
You
that
go out there
issue.
and be a daddy and get the mosquitoes away from my baby. We
That
gonna have a
that
whole situation for
pressing that
21
issue will
years.
have consequences
At
at
least,
the
and that's
end.
at the least.
So,
And if
so
my
what I
baby go
hear,
to college,
what I'm hearing is, we are damned if we do, and we damned if we don't.
That's
Bingo.
life. That's
Bingo.
life. But who said life? What part of life has ever been fair?
I didn't say anything about it being
What
fair.
parts of
I'm
sport?
just, I'm just,
Anything? I'm just
I'm,
saying that's life.
I'm just painting the. I want to make sure that it's said and it's understood that
Mhm.
I'm
this is
saying
going
for
to be.
me, you might not come across nobody as petty
No,
as me.
that's gonna be the
I'm
problem.
saying for
If
me,
you
Well, hey, she just admitted she petty because I was like, yeah, ooh, that's the type of
but
woman I
I'm
walk away from right there.
Because
but moving forward, if you call a woman on that and it comes back as your baby, that's hell, bro.
but for what?
That's hell, bro.
because
It is. But look, watch this.
I didn't already told you
It's hell,
that this
bro.
is your
The rest
baby.
of that 18, 21 years or whatever you finna go through, it's
It's
hell.
Hey, but think about just reverse it and take babies out of it. Just say you
Who?
swearing up and down.
Which one of us you pointing at?
I'm always talking to you because you're the only woman on here, so I got
Okay. How about that?
you all the time. I'm gonna call dirt ass out on his shit, but I'm gonna call
I'm
point.
just being honest, bro. It's gonna be go ahead. It's consequences to everything. Every situation is consequences. So
Most definitely. So take the babies out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say that I just lost my train of thoughts.
because that ain't the topic. You was trying to change it up on us
I'm
one time. You was trying to change it up on us one time.
But she made me lose my train of thought because she said, "Who you talking to?" I should have just said, "Shut up and listen," and just kept going. But I lost my whole train of thought.
Is
Gotcha,
And
this?
gotcha.
we talking about my league of pettiness. Let's get you back on this train. And we taking the babies out of it. So it
Yeah,
And the
be said.
consequences.
get the babies out of it. So
And
let's just
look at this black woman
all
getting you
right,
back on
hush,
your
hush,
train. Let's
hush.
do this.
Let me finish. So just say you take the babies out of it, and then boom, you with the guy. You swearing up and down that guy cheating. That guy finally proved to you, and you see, damn, that motherfucker ain't never cheated. But the same thing, the same way you would treat him if he was, should be the same way he treats you, because he fucking
Absolutely,
Consequences. Yeah,
absolutely.
consequences.
I agree.
And
I agree.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be at the
That's how
end
it's
of the
going.
day.
See, but that's
Consequences.
nigga shit. Why would we still just want to stay on?
No, no, no. That's situationship. That's situationship. You know what I'm saying?
You elevate a little bit past it.
Only
Somebody got
niggas go.
to
Only
live
niggas go
north.
through that shit. Only niggas go through that shit.
No, I didn't say niggas. I said niggas, like ghetto shit, like not normal ghetto
What I'm
shit.
saying, we are not the only people that go through. That's why I say it's situational shit.
I said ghetto shit. Hey, intelligent people go get past that shit, bro. That's little bitty shit right
Oh,
there.
okay. I get what you coming
Yeah,
how you flipped it now. I get how
But
you
here's the
coming in now.
thing:
But
I can be mature when I want to be, but
oh, so that's gonna be the argument winner whenever an argument come up.
since I told you,
maybe
if a chick did that to me,
I'm like,
like
you
you
who
say,
you
if a
talking
chick
to?
keep
Who you
accusing
talking?
me
Oh,
of
you talking to
cheating,
me? I'm like, your baby in there crying. Go get him.
Mm, mm,
Do I
mm.
need to go pull up that DNA test? Go get that baby that's crying. You
And
go
see, a
get it.
nigga like me would be to tell you to check in the mail. Fuck you and that baby. I go to check.
see, that's why I say it wouldn't last when you get to doing it.
Uh,
You see, talk to
I
me, man. It's coming. It's resonating.
I
It's
can't feel it
resonating.
Because again, what we're coming down to is if we decide not to get a DNA test, then we are stuck in a situation to where we have all our lives that we could be placed in a lie. But if we do get a DNA test, we have the possibility of always having this low hanging fruit for the rest of our lives over our head. So how can you enter into that situation and simply be an adult? You want a DNA test? I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But if that's what you need to do to make yourself comfortable, do it. And then we'll have a conversation afterwards. And we might have to go to counseling afterwards. This is a lifelong continuation of, well, I told you that was your baby. Your baby got to go to college.
You'll be there if you did that. That's why I
Baby,
say
your
the
baby
whole
mortgage.
we were saying stand on what you stand on. If you saying that's not my baby, I need a DNA test. Stand on that shit. You
Sure.
see what I'm saying? And if she stand on that shit, then you got to be held accountable for them actions. That's what I'm saying, and vice versa for men
Again,
and women.
good. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're not held accountable. That's not what I'm saying at all. But
You
what
think
I
the
am
parents should be there?
but what I am saying is 15, 20 years down the road, once the kids have left the house, hopefully, and become successful adults, there should be no conversation to where this comes up. Not a single one.
I
No,
don't know, because
I
if
think
my
if you
baby called from college and be like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" I be like, "Hold on, let me put your daddy on the phone so he can hear what you."
But see, that's right.
no,
So damned if we do, we damned if we don't.
I think if you done dealt with that situation for 18 to 20 some years, you see what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm playing.
Y'all done already
Maybe,
worked that out, bro. Y'all done already worked that out.
maybe.
If y'all done stayed together for that child, the duration of that child till he got to adulthood, and y'all done rolled that out, y'all ain't talking about that no more. That shit was buried. That shit was
Maya,
buried at the
they don't want
7-year-old
it to come up
basketball
because they
game.
have
You
been
know what I'm
proven
saying?
wrong. They don't want it to
No,
come up ever again because they've been proven wrong. That's why they don't want to talk about it.
not at all.
Hit that glass, hit that one, Maya. Hit Maya
Yeah.
twice.
Why shouldn't it ever come
It's
up
up there, Flo.
again? If so,
Because
there should be a certain. And I'm not saying that being upset or hurt by a situation, it takes time to heal from that. Absolutely. And I'm not definitely
about
saying
18 or 21 years.
no.
Shit.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there's a timestamp on when that has to be uh, done or resolved. What I
Approximately
am saying,
18 to
however,
21 years.
is if that's the thing that's going to simply be used as again that low hanging fruit to where you know what he got me I'm wrong in this argument so let me pull this out of thin air so I can get on that way I can be right about a
Man,
top.
where my ladies at? Because this sausage fest is not about to.
Want me to answer that question? Where your ladies at? They in
Probably
pounds.
so.
10 pounds.
Right where I need to be.
The rational radical. Look
So
at you.
There you go,
so
the professor.
no. So Wanda,
Hi, sir.
I completely agree with you, Wanda, and this is
Thank
why.
you, sir.
This is why.
What's up, baby? They
This
go
is
Mr.
why.
Wanda.
There go Mr. Wanda. That's right. That's my main man. I'm so proud of him. That's my guy. So let's be realistic, right? Let's get to the root of what the problem is. When a man asks a woman for a DNA test, it strikes right at her integrity, right? It's an attack
Mhm.
on her integrity. So this is my thing. For married people who have had an extensive amount of time together, for me, I wouldn't ask my wife for DNA. Girlfriends, situationships, hookups, DNA tests off the rip. But my wife,
Mhm.
I'm not asking my wife for a test because if I have to question her integrity to that great degree, I probably don't need to be. I'm talking about if she's my wife. Now, my girlfriend, DNA test. A girl I hooked up with, DNA test. A girl I met on OnlyFans, even though I don't go on there,
So
DNA
so
test.
OnlyFans.
so
I'm just giving out
You can
examples.
meet people on OnlyFans.
may,
You
may I ask you a question, sir? May I ask you a question?
Yes,
So
Dirk.
what's the difference in like the wife, girlfriend, and everything, and you saying that it's gonna question integrity? You don't feel like each situation gonna go sideways after that?
So the amount of trust that's invested in a marriage relationship has a little bit more, for me,
Yep,
a little bit more substantial meaning than a girlfriend boyfriend relationship, right?
that's true.
And the reason why I'm agreeing with Wanda, because Wanda has shared publicly that her and her husband have known each other an extended amount of time. They've been together for a long time. So during that particular development of their relationship, there have been some dynamics and levels of their, relationship that have been created. So Sir wouldn't ask his married wife for a DNA test. Now, if I met a girl and it's just my girl, and I can't account for her movements and account for her whereabouts, and I even got an inkling that something might be going on, yes, I want a DNA test. Now, however, in the same vein, and and and, and I hope
Yeah, you be laughing.
this is for Petty Betty. This is because Wanda, because I know, boy, she will be petty, but in the
I
same
am.
vein,
At
but
times I can be.
even though I agree with Wanda, in the same vein, I also believe, going on James's point, that if a woman seeks retribution for her man asking for a DNA test, that is a subtle and unspoken way of silencing our right, to have the ability to question or add validity to our meaning and existence as a man. So if I say, baby, I want a DNA test, what you want a DNA test? See, we're not trying to do all that. Don't silence me or don't reject my request for a DNA test, because now I feel some type of way. And now I will say this: Dirt and Wanda
Now we
right.
all feeling some
Wait a minute,
type of
See,
way.
y'all about
wait a minute.
go ahead, man.
Dirt
Go
and
ahead.
Wanda is right, and because we just humans. After the baby is proved to be mine, I'm gonna have to accept the fact when my wife come in with, yeah, come get your baby and take your baby.
how many years does that have to go on though? How many years?
Well, see,
One,
with
I just
me,
told you, 18 to 21.
see
You not
now,
listening.
Wanda, that's being a little extreme. See, why, hey, Flo, Wanda's so petty, boy. She got the
You
petty
not
of the
listening.
year award.
He
I
ain't listening.
really don't know which side Sir
Petty
is on.
boop.
No,
Petty
Let
We
wop.
thought Sir was gonna be the
Petty
tiebreaker because
LaBelle.
uh,
Jig and Flo was together. Me and Wanda was on the same side. We thought you was gonna be the tiebreaker. And you came down here and you just rolled the fence,
no,
sir.
because I always try to offer a perspective
Correct,
that
correct.
right. I always try to offer a perspective that's fair to both sides of the story. Right. I
Me and
see
Wanda
why.
won.
I
High
I
five, Wanda.
understand. I understand why Wanda is taking her position, because as a married, I'm talking
Because
about
I
married
have to.
people. As a married person, that's a real sharp jab at your integrity. Now, on the other side, with the girlfriend and the hookup and all that, I don't care about your feelings. And this is what it
And
is.
I'm not saying that wives don't cheat because they do.
Yes, they do.
I'm not, some of them do. But at the
Let
same
Flo
time,
let Flo get in there.
I'm listening right now. I'm
Oh,
listening.
you
me
shaking your head
I'm
and okay,
listening.
okay.
let me
I'm
throw
just
this
saying,
monkey in here, right? And
Go
this
ahead.
is a bit anecdotal, and it applies to CERN because we know the two people who did this. And this is when we were in college, right? And we went to a Christian college. And at this college, during the
y'all bet is
summers,
bumping uglies more than anybody in any regular college than a Christian college.
no, it was. It was literally a Seventh Day Adventist college. The institute was set up by the Seventh Day Adventist denomination, but that's another story for another time.
Heathens. Heathens.
But during summers, people would go on these retreats and they would sell Bibles, right? And there was a couple that came back married, and essentially after the questioning had been done, the response was, it's better to be married than to burn. right? So people
What they had? Okay, go ahead.
because they were fornicating. They didn't want to live in fornication.
They had STDs.
Fornication.
My bad.
Now, and this is to
A different type of
because
burn, cousin.
My
they
bad.
they could have been going out and smashing other people outside of each other, but at the end of the day, they ended up staying with each other and they got married so they can continue smashing. Now, with them being married at that, I know my with them being married at that point, how would the guy have been wrong if she would have ended up pregnant? And he said, wife, at this point, right? Because that's his wife. I need a DNA test.
But he just married her. Why would he
You
ask for a
lost
DNA
us, Jay.
test?
I think you lost
They
us,
said
Jay.
they both were promiscuous at first because of the relationship they had. Did you not follow that?
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
Single people, single people, single people.
they were
Say,
single.
Yeah,
They were
single
out
people, promiscuous. Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
that blew my
trip,
mind.
I got it all.
Wow.
and ended up being married.
Uh-huh.
Now,
So
their situation doesn't dictate that they had a child, but I'm saying if the situation would have presented itself to where she would have been pregnant and they had gotten married, would he have been wrong to say, I want a DNA test? They married at this point.
no, no.
Yeah, you lost me.
I'm
So
gonna say
I'm
this.
following.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You married me knowing my past, correct?
Right?
I feel an excuse coming on, but go
No,
ahead.
don't worry about
No,
that, guys.
and knowing you was managed too. We
Boy,
both
was a
managed
boom,
people.
boy. No.
Yeah.
So you married me knowing that I had a past,
Hmm.
but now because I had a past, you're gonna try to use that against me to get a DNA test.
But
No,
it's
you
using
didn't
again.
follow the story. He said, and then you just end up married after the trip, even though you both been single the whole time. You get married and you're pregnant all of a sudden, even though
Big
y'all been
time. We got a union now. We married.
everybody. You just married now. You signed the paper. Let's go ahead and just, it's nothing. She ain't follow you, Glass. She
I
didn't
think
follow.
No,
I
no,
okay. I
no,
think I
no.
got it now. No, I think I
We
got
just
it.
heard promiscuous. Now they married, and now what?
Okay. No, I think I got it now. So she's pregnant. So she's
I'm
okay.
lost.
So
Wanda
shortly
might
after
get it.
the
I'm the one that lost because I'm like,
so okay, let's just say shortly after the marriage she becomes pregnant. Correct?
no, I thought you
So
said she
we
wasn't
so
pregnant.
She wasn't pregnant at first, but they got married, and then he finds out
she
that
finds out that she's pregnant. So he's
right.
not sure at this point because they did have this promiscuous stint before they got married.
Yep.
If the baby's his, and he wants to get a DNA test.
Yeah.
Y'all see how I turned the other way.
I mean,
Huh?
I
That
give
was
him
an
the
excuse,
DNA test.
Jig. That was you was reaching, Jig. You reached out there and you grabbed something that was
Ask the professor. Let's hear it from
No,
professor.
no. So the criteria that
I would get the DNA test.
and thank you, Wanda. See, that's why I love Wanda
Thank
because she keeps it real. So the criteria that I had offered was the extended period of time, right? See, I'm an old fashioned guy. I believe in courtship. I believe in getting to
Nobody
know.
believes in that anymore.
but
But I'm just saying
they
though,
didn't do it. Okay.
I believe this is what I believe about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on here. I don't know Flo that well, but I'm going to give him credit, even though he crushes up playing bees and grits
Playing
and
bees and
shit.
grits.
I believe
And you know bitches love grits. I'm just
I,
saying.
I believe because I'm connected to James and I know a little bit about y'all bloodline that y'all believe in traditional values, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
Courtship, getting to know your partner, so on and so forth. So the criteria I offered was as you have developed this relationship with this person and y'all get married because now you know them. This ain't something that you just did. You know this person, right? I wouldn't ask my married wife in that situation for a DNA test. However, with this situation that James talking about, which is a real, live, true joint, because it blew my mind. I said, God darn.
Well, you can
Having,
relate. He spoke to you, so that's
ha-
go ahead.
but I mean, I was there too, Dirt. I mean, I know both the people he talking about in
That's
the
why I say you can
situation.
relate to the
Right,
situation.
right. And like Wanda was saying, with the previous circumstances that they were both, doing what they were
Doing
doing.
anything.
Right. So, but let me also offer this. In this day and age, with this freedom of individuality, right, where people are not into controlling other people, and you don't want to be an oppressor to the woman or the man that you with, and people have a right to do with their body what they
Oh,
want
I'm
to do.
oppressing over here.
Well, see, Wanda, you are a married woman, so your oppression has some validity. But what I'm saying is, in this era, where people
You
are
can't be
free,
all that you can be up in this month.
where people are free to explore and experiment, I understand why the call for DNA testing exists, because it's a lot different than when we grew up. It's a lot different, right?
It is.
Even though it might have been traumatic, we grew up in an age where the boyfriend was always on the phone. The nigga was sitting out in front of your house. He had your homeboys watching. Come on, Dirt. Come on, huh? We round the corner peeking with the walkie-talkie. I'm talking about we was on.
What?
I'm just
Hey,
saying we grew
no,
up in the era.
I was being managed, and I knew the health I was messing with was being managed too. You see what I'm saying?
You said the
What I'm
heifer.
saying?
Did you
Yeah,
say
you see
the
what I'm
heifer?
saying? I'm from that era too, sir. You see what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
hey,
Why
so
they gotta be helpers?
that's what I'm trying to resonate with y'all. You know, like we both know we out here doing this. I understand going to get the test, but if we both chose to be married at this, if we like you were saying that we both just up and jump and just get married after being promiscuous,
That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's
I
all I'm
get you.
saying. Hey,
I get you.
Dirt. Let me ask you. How long you been married, Dirt?
4 years,
How
3 years.
long
Wait
did
a
you?
minute, sir, you put me on the spot.
How long you knew
3
your
years.
wife? How long you knew your wife before y'all got married?
Forever.
All our lives.
Since I was
And see,
13.
and that's what I'm talking about. So there is no need for you to ask Mama Dirt for no DNA test, cause y'all have established that time frame where you know your wife. Now you may do crazy stuff like,
Wait a minute,
I,
wait a minute. We bounced away for a minute. You got there, wait a minute. And then
but
we
that's
just do our thing, you know what I mean, sir? So you finna get me on the other side now, sir.
no. This
No,
is
I'm
what I'm
just talking
saying.
shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, cause
I'm
I'm giving you and Wanda credit for the time that y'all have put into the relationships that y'all in. Now I really admire and respect
Ooh, child,
that.
it's a whole
appreciate you,
sentence over
appreciate
here.
I
Wanda,
said I
Wanda, how
really.
long your husband been in prison with you? How long he been in jail?
you.
Been 7 years.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
How long have we been together? 15.
15. See,
Woo.
that's what I'm saying. See, ain't no need for no DNA test at all.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. If your husband was tired of you, he'd have left a long time
So
ago.
now we still
Yeah.
talking.
Baby, when you get a Calvin girl, you don't get tired of it.
You get
I'm
what
just
he say?
saying.
What he say?
It is
What he
what it
say?
is. When you can't get tired of a Calvin girl. What are
You
you
know,
talking about, baby?
get it
Come on
right.
now.
Hey, see, y'all done got me in
We got
trouble. I couldn't remember. I told you I couldn't remember how many years
we
I've
got the
been
sauce,
married.
the
We've been
juice, we
together
got
for
all of
forever,
that.
but I think I've
You
been
don't get
married like
tired of
3 years. Yeah, we dripped before. Who you want
Dirt,
to
I know you.
Uh-oh.
Dirt, you might not
Uh-oh.
have been married a long time, but I can tell your wife got you well trained. Because you bordered the line.
Wait a minute, man. I had to think about it, man. I just had to gather my thoughts, bro. It was just a gathering of thoughts. That's all.
All
I,
right,
I,
I'm just saying.
But see,
so
I've
that
never been married.
Yeah.
You okay now?
I want to be married, but
No,
I've never been
my
married.
fault, sir. My fault, sir. No, I thought that was Dirt talking. I thought Dirt said he wasn't married. I'm about to say, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry,
so
sir.
No, you're
that
fine.
leads us over, and I know we over an hour, but
We are over.
I tried to flip the
But
topic 20 times, and
I
but
this
this
know,
is
He
ain't the
I
juicy.
know,
did.
DNA.
This is
I know,
juicy. This is juicy.
and it's up to y'all because I'm willing to continue.
This
I
is
don't
juicy.
have much to do tomorrow except for be around the house cleaning up and checking on the building.
I definitely have a big day
I'm
tomorrow,
gonna
but
go to my Xbox and watch Pornhub tomorrow. So I'm good.
There it is.
what does Mrs. Flo feel about you watching Pornhub?
This phone up. She don't crazy little motherfucker. She don't bother me. Shit.
You said what?
My wife, she gone crazy as hell. She don't bother me.
Oh my god.
Because child support,
Mm.
child
We gon-
support.
we gonna definitely have to bring that up next week.
Yeah, we gotta get on child. I'd love to talk about child support and make the fact and the point that
Finna go get a new drink.
child support is
Huh?
not
We
for
gonna We're gonna get on child support next week, but as a show of hands, have all y'all had an experience with child support?
I
Yes.
haven't. I
Yeah,
haven't. I haven't.
So 3 of the 4.
I
So
haven't.
3 of the 4 of you have had an experience with child support.
you got the album me right.
Yeah.
Okay, has your experience been negative or positive with child support?
Negative. I think it's negative because outside if you a trash individual, you shouldn't have child support put on you. It should be a reflection of the two individuals. You know what I'm saying? And just
Okay.
doing what's right for the child, the individuals that they can't fend for themselves at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
Flow, negative or positive?
Anything dealing with kids has been negative for me. Anything. Child support, raising no motherfuckers, potty training, anything. It's all been negative. All.
Hey, Flo. Hey, Flo. You missed your call, boy. You need to get on somebody's comedy stage because you terrible. You's a fool.
oh,
I'm
no.
dead the fuck serious. Like, I wouldn't change anything about my life. The ass whoopings, the deployments, uh, the irritable bowel syndrome. I wouldn't change anything. But
Mold is
having my one child, I'm dead serious. That's my only regret in 44 years. I'm dead serious, and not because I don't just. Me and my daughter don't get along, but what they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. She is a direct image of her mother, so we don't talk or anything. So
So
I'm
is she a direct image of the mother, or is she
sorry.
more
You do
like
better.
you? Or is she
You do
more like
better.
you?
My
I'm
daughter,
asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
my daughter looks more like me, but
Uh-huh.
it is everything of Eve and her mother.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And I say that to say this, Wanda, when you just said that, uh, freaking my son, on the other hand, like I said, isn't my biological at all. But
Mm-hmm.
some are
Right.
just like this. You can't separate us.
Don't look like you, but he act like you, huh?
Exactly. No, I the glass can show you a picture. He just seen a little stuff of me and my son at my shows or whatever. But I say that to say this, just to wrap that up. So even though he isn't mine and my daughter is, with the child support issue, I paid child support for my daughter, still took care of my son. Whatever my daughter got, he got. Wherever my daughter went, Blast can attest to this, he went. I served for 24 years. They've been everywhere I've been except for the state of California. That's the only place they haven't been in my 24 years of service.
See,
You think she put that boy's daddy on child support?
What's that?
the problem I have
No,
with with
that's it.
the problem I have with upstanding men being put on child support is this, right? So I'm assuming because Flo is a serviceman, like my good friend over here, that they have a stable, steady stream of income, right? My problem is, as we visited this a couple of months ago, when y'all family came on, and she said, "Yeah, I was just being vindictive when I put my." So what I've learned, it doesn't make it right. 9 out of 10 of the cases is an act of vindication, right? The woman is attempting to punish the man. One
Mm-hmm.
thing I respect about my son's mother is I asked her, I said, look, we didn't split up because of my inability to provide. It was, personal, spiritual, so on and so forth. I asked her one thing. I said, please do not put them people in our business because I do not need anyone to tell the rational radical that I have a human life that I am responsible for, that I will rob, steal, kill, and do anything to provide for that boy. She said, sir, I won't do it. And we haven't had
Job
any
too.
problems. I have even and gladly will suffer so my son can have what he needs. And I believe every man, that's a mark of a real
Well, you were
man.
able to
So you
communicate
you
that
ran
with
across
your
one
baby.
that don't exist today. That was a real woman.
Yeah, and I appreciate her. I mean,
Hey, and
Real
I ain't
woman
gonna cut. I ain't
here.
gonna cut. I ain't gonna cut you off, but I can tell you like this: my ex-wife and my baby mama both took me off child support. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, they knew who I was, but you know what I'm saying. I think it was more like out of spite, like out of the pettiness that like Wanda was speaking of. You know what I'm saying? And the good gentleman, like Sir was speaking on, like. We know we all stand up guys. We gonna protect and do what we need to do for our seeds. So I think that was a testament to that realm in our life. You know what I'm saying? So we went through it. I got placed on child support and I got took off child support by both women. So
Yeah, cause see,
Sir.
I don't care how
yeah,
James would feel about whatever situation. I know he gonna take care of every one of his kids. He don't need nobody to force him or put no gun to his head because of the type of
This is
guy
true.
that he
A
is,
real
right?
woman.
So I guess what I'm saying is when you put a man on child support, here we go again. That's shooting at his integrity as if you know,
we can
especially
get
if he
on more
doesn't need to
podcasts.
be,
I'm
as
sorry.
if he's not worthy
Yeah.
enough to contribute to the life that he created, right? And I have a real problem with dudes who have babies, and because it's some dudes that deserve to be on child support,
Absolutely. I was gonna
and
say
them
that.
rotten rascals and them no good scum bucket dirty scoundrels. You need them on child support. Yeah, that's how I feel about them, Wanda, because they scum of the earth. They lower than pig shit, right?
Mm.
And because to have a child is such a blessing, and I don't want my child to experience any of the financial trauma that his father experienced as I was growing up, right?
Mm.
Because
All right, sure.
financial trauma can be really, really traumatic to a child. You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
I just know the experiences I had, and it wasn't because we was poor or this, that, and other, and all this other stuff. It's just some things that I might have wanted that I didn't get, and I had to deal with, which is what led me on the path that I went. But child support, man, is for people, for deadbeats, for dudes who just ain't there and have no interest or investment in taking care of a baby. It should not be put on men who got jobs, who are servicemen, who work hard every day, and regardless if you like the mama or not, take care of the baby. Last but not least, I have a lot of respect too for men who take care of children that are not biologically theirs. I love guys like that. I have so much
Absolutely.
Yep.
respect for you type of guys, man. I'm talking about that's amazing. And there has to be such a boost to a woman to say, damn, this ain't even his baby. And he taking
Yeah.
care of this child
Yeah.
because that is the natural, harmonious way, man, to live as a true man. When that boy grow up,
Mm,
he's never gonna forget that.
Oh,
That
he
mm.
may be the one
25.
thing that set him to be the
25.
next president of the United States.
And
You
I'm
and
you
that's
telling you.
my wife.
go
My wife wanted to comment on Sir comment.
Not Sir Flo.
It was flirt. Oh, well, go ahead and speak.
He said that there are normal women like that in the world that I guess don't put men on child support.
No,
Um,
very few and far in between. I said that's just
okay,
it's very like no. I'm not saying they don't exist. Just very few far in between.
Yeah, because
okay.
Mama Dirt was finna get you, boy. Let me
Oh
see.
yeah.
No, no.
I wasn't gonna get him. I'm just saying, that we still out here because I have a
That's right.
14-year-old son, and his father has never been in his life, has never done anything for him,
Mm, mm, mm.
and he's alive and well and living his life. But I
mm,
chose not to put him on child support because I put myself through school to make sure that I could take care of my child, regardless if a man was there or not. And
Mm,
I didn't want those people in my business. So
mm.
him choosing not to do his responsibility didn't stop me from doing what I had to do as a mother. I did what I had to do and continue to do until I had
And it's
my
because we
husband
don't
to
really have
take
a
care of
choice. You
my
got to do
child.
what you got to do.
See, and you're a different species too. That's called super black woman.
Not super.
That's super. I'm dead serious. It's
No
super.
wonder why.
And
No wonder why Dirt be cheesing from ear to ear when we talk about marriage and wives and stuff. Go ahead, boy. You got you a winner chicken dinner.
that's a super black woman. I'm dead serious. All my hats off to you all day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every
Yeah. So
woman
it's a
is
few
like
of us out here, we just It's some out here that do that vindictive stuff. I never wanted to play my child as the in between or use him
Right.
as a pawn. He's a human being. He has feelings, and I never talk bad about his father to him because he
That,
loved his father. That's his father. I chose that
Mm.
nigga. It ain't
That's
his
why me
fault.
and my
You
daughter
know
don't
what
get
I'm saying?
That's why me and my
So
daughter don't get
I
along.
never talk negative about him, but he will see as he is seeing now as he get older that no, that's not what he want or what he need in his life.
Good.
Well, Maya, you are not overlooked because you spoken for, young lady.
Hey, but I salute you.
mm. It's spoken for by a very well person. Go ahead, baby.
Spoken for.
Hey, like she said,
Yep.
they overlook, but look, that one gone too. What is 5 left?
Uh,
On that
Wanda,
note,
Wanda,
on that note,
Go
final
ahead.
Wanda,
thoughts.
Wanda. Oh wait a minute, Wanda, Mama Dirty Maya. I'm gonna need y'all to donate some biological blood cells because I need to clone all 3 of y'all into one. And when they finish growing them, send them over here.
Sir, I got some hats, man. I got
Oh,
what
you
you
got to pick
want,
your
bro?
color, sir. You got to pick
I
the color
want
you want.
I
I
want the
got this
red, black, and
royal blue
green.
that
It's gotta
look
be. I
good.
want red, black, and green. Red, black, and green with the
We don't
legs.
got red,
Man,
black, and
Damn.
I
Jamaican.
got I got some red ones, but I ain't got no.
No, that black one, that one with the black is cool. And Dirt, I'm gonna tell you, it be my sports intuition when I be picking the teams. I don't watch them. It just be,
You be
I,
cheating, bro.
hey, I don't. How do I cheat, Dirt? Explain to me
You be
how I
cheating.
cheat. Do I
he
have a
got a
You
crystal
watch
book
sport. You
ball?
somewhere.
watch sport. Football. You watch
Hey,
football. You
hey,
be a football,
you got
smoothball.
some undercover Nation of Islam brothers working them games for you. That's
Oh, why was that funny, Dirt? Why was that
Right, he
funny,
wants the
Dirt?
black and red
Why
and
was that
green
funny,
hat. You
Dirt?
hear me?
Why was that funny, Dirt? No,
Hey
look.
man,
So
give us some bean pies next week. You hear me?
I'll
Oh my
answer the
God.
question real quick. My experience on child support has been continuously horrible, and it's an ongoing battle. The honest truth is, my ex would probably get more financial assistance from me had I not had a standard set. I believe in standards. And if you're going to give me a standard, I'll meet it, but don't ask me for nothing else. Although I still go above and beyond because those are my babies. But
Hmm.
That's right.
if you're gonna put the people in my business and they're telling me that this is what I gotta this is what I gotta pay, okay, okay.
But it should be vice versa. You should be willing to pay the same for your child.
And I have found that I
Anyway,
found that to be true for most cases. They were getting more before they got put on child support.
right.
my thing too. Mine was too.
This is a great topic for next week. This is a great
Yeah,
topic because as you can see, we got a panel that can speak and resonate for. Wanda, you gotta get you some women out here next week.
got to. You need some. You gotta get some.
They
You gotta
don't
get
like y'all
some good.
niggas,
I
They
don't
like
know.
us. They like
obviously.
us.
They're like
That's
me.
why
I'm
don't.
doing the next podcast with my shirt off. They're like me. I guarantee it.
Keanu come out with you next week. You know what I'm saying? But
This is why they don't come on here because y'all be on here straight clowning.
they be
Nah, we
flow. They be
just
flow.
talking. We just be talking. We just be rapping, chopping
No
it
man,
up.
and I love your opinion, Flo. I love how you see how you go from flow to serve and dig. It's a
They
whole
on two different ends of the spectrum.
they on ends of the spectrum. One to give her perspective, and the boss dog gonna give you. They're gonna
Yeah,
always give
see,
you what I feel.
right. See, I don't believe in creating this schism between men and women like it's women versus men. I don't believe
Right.
in that. I don't believe in that. I'm not even participating in that foolishness. Well, we the women, we do it, and we the men, we no, no, no. It's about harmony.
Right.
How can we operate as a unit? So when Wanda right, I'm gonna be on Wanda's side. And when Wanda's not right, I'm not gonna
Which
be on
is
her side.
never.
And that's why I always say vice versa,
That's
because
why I can't stand watching.
I talked about you, sir, but I always play the fence. You see what I'm saying? I always play
I
both
know.
sides.
I
That
know you
that
do.
so
I, I come prepared for you, Dirt, every Friday.
you got no.
I
That's
got a
right.
question. Hey,
My pad bigger than yours.
That's
have you guys covered the what is it called? Wayne versus Roe, whatever the hell it is, Roe versus Wade. Have you
Oh
guys?
yeah, Roe v. Wade.
Yes.
Roe
Mhm.
v. Wade.
You guys
have
already?
but
Hey, yeah.
it's look, if y'all want to cover it again, I got no issue with it.
Oh,
Especially now since we're seeing results.
Yeah,
We're
it's
seeing
popping off now.
coming from it, especially one of the cases that's down in Texas, right?
The
But we
lady,
can,
that
yeah,
lady. Yeah,
yep,
yeah, 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 yeah. But
you're on the
Yeah.
run.
did you
Life
guys?
without parole. She got life without parole, and I'm glad.
What you talking about?
I thought you were talking about the case where that
Mm.
white woman killed that black man, killed Mr. Harrison in a
Yeah, they
traffic
got out
stop.
of his car. She got out of her car with actually the intention to kill him.
Kill him.
No,
Yeah,
we was talking about the chick trying to have an abortion.
Oh.
who?
The
oh
white
yeah,
have an abortion.
And you said that she couldn't get one?
no. So
No.
there was a woman that crossed state line and got
Mhm.
an abortion. And essentially the state of Texas is chasing her. They're trying to prosecute her because of that. So
Right.
she right now she's on the run, quote unquote, because she got an abortion, and if she goes back to Texas, she'll get arrested. Now, the other part of that fallout is the medical staff that assisted in that. Their licenses are at risk at this point
But her
because
life was at risk.
yeah, her life was at risk, but the state of Texas said that her life was not at risk according to their standard. Now, again, this is rich white men who are
Right.
setting the standard.
Right.
They don't have to be that,
They
right?
get on
So
my
keep that in
nerves.
mind. So she can't go home because she's going to get she'll get
Arrested.
prosecuted for it.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
the medical staff that assisted,
How they know she had an abortion?
yeah, she had an abortion.
No, she's still
No, I'm
trying.
saying.
She hasn't had it yet. She's trying to. She's appealed to the Supreme Court. She hasn't had it yet, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
okay. I thought she had it, but
Oh, see,
I
okay.
yeah,
No,
but so go ahead, Flo.
she hasn't had it yet. But like, only reason I asked, like, I was just literally thinking of the as word. I was literally thinking this morning, like, it even goes deeper than just you controlling women making them have babies. I got to thinking. I said, damn. These women had these babies, these daddies not around, there's more kids in the system, more kids doing this. It's something like it's damn near feeding. Like I just thought about that. I said, it's feeding the US, period. Like
Whole nother process.
I thought
It's
about this
feeding
too.
it.
Hold on, Square. I
You
thought
got
about this too, and it's not a racist bone in my body, but I have to say what it is. We're gonna be as they say, the dominant race in the end. White people are dying left and right. They're getting sick. Like dead serious. They don't fight off anything like we fight off naturally. So it just got me thinking the other day. When Michael Jackson was talking to me, and I just said, "Damn, this shit is really like." To me, it's like a spinning wheel. We're gonna be feeding the child support system. Think about that. Feeding the jail system. Think about that. Feeding the system where the adoption agency, the foster
mhm.
kids, or whatever. Think about that. Then just everything negative that can come from that, the government is going to profit off of it.
Well, I was about to say, and
They
all
always
of
do.
this is brought to you by the beast called capitalism. That's what it's brought to you by. So we can definitely cross that bridge again because yeah, I've been watching that case also. Again, some of the fallout that comes with that is all the medical staff that assisted in that, they're at risk of losing their license. So what Texas has drafted is if within their purview of medical corporations, even if it's out of state, if a medical staff assists in an abortion, since they're in that network, they are at risk of losing their license. Not just that, but because the patient has chosen to get an abortion, HIPAA laws no longer apply.
Mm.
They no longer apply. They're done. So
So
they can go
no
back
privacy
and people
nowhere. Then. No privacy nowhere. Period.
no privacy. It's done.
Shit. Wow.
It's gone. So that's just something to yeah. It's a wicked system, and it's done for a reason. It's done for a reason. It's divisive capitalism in and of itself is divisive on purpose. And that's the system that we are laid under. There's a reason why the people, the powers that be, don't want to move. And I'm not a socialist, but there's a reason why they don't want to move under a socialistic platform, because they lose all of the power that they've lied and cheated and killed and destroyed their way into. But that's another topic for another time. So with that being said, family, let's go ahead and move on over to my final thoughts. Who we got going first tonight?
In child support, I think the focus should be based on the stability of the children, not on the spouse, not on nothing else. It should, I shouldn't be basing my income on your living. It should be my kids. But at the same time, I know child support does support the means of my child in that household, especially if I don't have that individual more times than my spouse does. You see what I'm saying? DNA tests should be done at birth, first and foremost. Outside of that, if DNA ain't done at birth, I ain't signing nothing. Love your people, support your people, give your people love. You know what I'm saying? Not the hate. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy life. One time for the one time. Demo dirt.
Demo dirt. Who we got next?
So yeah, I'll go. My final thoughts are just really simple, right? I just believe that we as a group of humans should strive to leave the world better than we found it, right? That we should make a concerted effort like you all are doing on whatever, platform and sector of society to contribute something to the development and the cohesiveness of, our human selves that leaves the world better than we found it, you know. Thank you all for allowing me to be on your podcast. Thank you all for the creative and diverse minds on this platform, and continued success. And congratulations again to me, because I
Yeah,
won me
rounds
a
of
hat.
applause. Absolutely.
Hey,
Hey.
which one you want, sir? Tell me which hat you wanted.
The
He
one
said
with the
the
black
black
on
one.
it got black. It got black.
Gotcha. I got it.
That's
All right, for sure. Wanda, you want it? You want it?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? As always, everybody, please don't forget to brush your floss at least twice a day. Do both twice a day. Flossing is just as important as brushing. Okay? Gum health, oral health, overall health. All right? Like, seriously. Um, just because you a nigga don't mean you don't need medical care. Please go get yourself checked out by your dentist. Your get yourself checked
Position.
out by your physician.
Yes.
Like, take care of yourself. Like, we are better when you're healthy. We're all like, when you're healthy in here, you can't do nothing all sick and decrepit. You're not gonna help nobody. Always share a smile, share a hug. They're free, and you know, I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Let me see what we got coming up next. What's next? Ain't next Friday? What we doing?
21st.
The 21st. Are we gonna do the podcast on the 21st?
We can come back
22nd. Is it
on
21st
22nd.
or 22nd?
Yeah, it's 22nd.
The
22nd.
22nd.
Monday's Christmas. Next Monday's Christmas.
All
We'll
right.
talk about it.
So I guess we gonna try to keep it upbeat next week. We gonna do some holiday fun stuff.
Yeah.
Some Kwanzaa maybe.
See,
So no, that's all. We'll talk about it. Yeah, that's it. Have a good weekend.
All right. Thank you. Flo, what you got? I know
couple
you've
of
been thinking square. I saw you.
couple of thoughts. I just want to say first and foremost, just like Sir said, I actually appreciate you guys even allowing me on you guys' show. it allows me to get a bunch of thoughts out of my head that's always going to,
Okay.
my old lady, she listens to me, but I'm retired. She works every day. You know how much she get tired of me telling her shit every damn day. So now I'm being honest. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being honest.
No,
As a
speak your
spouse,
talk. Talk your talk, bro.
I'm
Speak,
telling you, she's
speak.
not getting tired of you.
Right. On the child support issue, I see it one way. If you made the child, you take care of the child.
Yeah.
Whether forced or not forced, you take care of the child.
Okay.
Stipulation. Whatever you was making when you got pregnant is all you gonna be getting from that dude, goddamn it, when you had that damn baby. You ain't finna get all these hundreds, you gonna get just enough. That's first and foremost. So therefore, boom, that would really end all of these unwanted pregnancies. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Right there.
And then, I probably wouldn't have to repent about 13 times, 15 abortions I had. You know what I'm saying? If just a child, would have been that damn way. But praise God, I made it through that. Second of all,
Forgive me, Lord, forgive me.
I just want to say, sir, you're definitely right as far as I guess stand-up guys, raising kids. Hell, LaFleur, my last name, is not my biological father. That dude raised me, and I'm everything but a spitting image of him. I don't look like him, but I act, talk, my mannerisms,
Speak on that. Yes.
everything. I am him. Dead serious. And it resonated to me doing the same thing, for my son. He didn't fall to the wayside. Hey, you have, as humans, and especially black ones, I have to keep harping or pontificating on this black thing. I have to, because we fall subject to so much of while we're already the most hated race on this earth, no matter where you go. But we're also the most loving, the most forgiving, the most contributing. Hell, we have had thousands.
Okay, talk, bro.
It's just so much. So don't. If anybody looks on here and be like, damn, he's always this, he's always this. When you've been lied to for all of these years, and when you finally see the truth,
resonate.
Start standing on your truth, anything that it is, especially when you have the ability, and there are no repercussions. You don't wear a uniform. You don't got to do this. You don't, where somebody can stipulate what it is you do. Stand on it.
Stand on it, bro.
And last but not least, find peace. When you have that little, I promise to God, guys, I have some peace. I've never felt that in my life. And when you get a little bit of it, you never want to let it go.
Facts.
And just love on each other. That's what I got for you guys tonight. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I'm sorry, no apologies necessary. We appreciate it.
Hey, good thoughts.
So what I would say for my final thoughts is surround yourself with people that you feel are better than who you are. Right? And I do that purposely. I always have, and Sir and Flo are the manifestations of what I just said, right? Find people that you can not only consider friends, but they become family. And they'll tell you the truth, even when you don't want to hear it, when you don't like it, when it's uncomfortable, and be okay with that. And thank them for that. Even with that being said, like shout out to Maya. We had a little bit of an uncomfortable conversation, and I told her I appreciated it, and she didn't think I did, but I do. I'm okay with being uncomfortable. Learn how to be okay with being uncomfortable and work through those conversations, those topics, because you become better in the end. That's what this platform is all about. Having hard conversations with family so we can work through these topics together. We can't move forward. We can't progress by ourselves. We've done nothing in this world, in this life by ourselves. It even took the help of an assistance of a medical staff and your mother to get birth
Excuse me.
into this life. We don't do anything by ourselves. Understand that in order for you to be better, you're going to need assistance. You're going to need help. And if that's what you're going to need, make sure you surround yourself with the people that will be by your side in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Find your people, find your family. And for your family that is your family, make sure you tell them often, I love you. Before we get off of our meetings every night, I make sure it's a point that I do on purpose to tell Dirt and Wanda, I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Because I don't know the next time I'll be able to tell them that.
Man, that's right.
And I want them to know that every time we interact with each other, to make sure they know that. To everybody that's listening and watching, know and understand that I love you. And I thank y'all for being who you are. And be better tomorrow what you were today. Be that. So those are my final thoughts. Those are
Oh
my
wait, I got one more.
Go ahead, cuz.
Oh, real quick before we end, I want to say happy second birthday to my
Yeah,
son Few. Happy birthday, Mir. My
yeah,
big boy.
yeah.
He probably sleep or something or driving his bumper cars or whatever he's doing. But happy birthday, son Few.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, cuzzo.
Hey, do anybody have any good movie recommendations before I get off here?
Uh, are you
Leave the
trying to watch
world
something serious or don't watch that you?
Why
I
not,
want
Wanda? Why
I
not,
want.
Wanda? Why not? Why not? Why not, Wanda?
She was
That,
disappointed in the ending.
oh my
Mama
god.
stop. Mama
We
stop.
actually watched it one.
Mama
And
stop.
what you think?
We had to stop it earlier, but so far it's been intriguing. So, but we ain't watched the end of
Okay.
it.
What movie
Uh,
was? What movie is that?
Leave the world
leave the world behind.
behind. And
Hunger,
I watched it.
Hunger
I
Games,
understand
Hunger Games 3.
it again, Flo.
He said Hunger Games 3.
Okay.
I watched Godzilla versus King Kong.
I watched that.
About 2 years ago.
They got a series on Prime on Prime right now with the new Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm watching.
the Chinese ones. Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
If you were looking for a good holiday movie, you can watch Candy Cane Lane
Uh,
I
on
watched
Prime.
I don't watch those, Wanda. I don't watch holiday movies. I can't stand them.
I need to bring Maya up here so she can tell about all the movies that she's watching right now. She has a tradition that she watches like D-list movies
Hey,
during Christmas time.
I suggestion real quick before we get off too. Hey, so like this is the first year I'm celebrating Christmas, but not celebrating Christmas. If that means anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you just confused me. But go ahead, Flo.
Right. Took me off too, but
I'm like I said, I have the third eye open since I retired.
Yes,
I have
sir.
look at a bunch of things. Nobody knows the exact date. We can
Wanda,
celebrate.
I can't stand you. Look at Wanda like I want to hear this.
But no, I'm just saying this is just me thinking. This is just
Yeah.
me thinking. And we've been, like I just said, I am a believer in Christ. I am. Born and raised in the Church of God in Christ, but I have, I've just gone my own route. I don't go on denominations anymore.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. So with that being said, there's been so much lied to us, i.e. the kids on here, so I don't want to say saint blah
that's
blah
what's up.
blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, a lot of things have just come forth. So maybe on the next one. Maybe or
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we talk about our Christmas stuff. because I feel like some people be so woke that they don't even get to enjoy magic anymore, like the magic of the
Yeah.
holiday. But I mean, just take a nap, baby. Wake up and we'll try it again later. So, no. As far as other movies, what else have I
Yeah,
been
because
watching?
I'm not watching Holiday Heart. I'm not watching none
I
of
didn't say
this.
holiday
I know. I'm
heart.
just saying
What
I
is-
don't watch none of them Christmas movies. I'm not
Tobias,
watching
the
the
twins
Native
wanted to say
Son.
something to y'all. Tobias
Go
wanted to say
ahead,
something to
twins.
y'all.
Where's that?
Go ahead.
Thank you, people, coming on the podcast. I love you, people, and goodbye.
Wow.
That's gonna love you too,
We
man.
love you too, man.
Y'all,
That's
hey,
awesome.
what's the twins' name? What's their names?
Titus and
Titus
Tobias.
and Tobias. Go ahead, Titus.
So, and I want to tell you that everyone has a good Christmas,
Oh,
and I hope your
that your
Christmas.
cousin Wanda gets a Tesla. Yay!
That's all right. That's all right.
I watched the new Batman with the boy from Twilight in it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't recommend that.
Okay.
I don't think I ever seen a Twilight movie.
Hey, I watched it. I'm finna get off here, y'all. I gotta go to the bathroom. But watch this. Hey, Dirt.
Yes.
Before I got married, every year at Christmas, I made like 4 of these at like 5 different houses, like but they wasn't mine in the videos.
And with that being said, thank y'all for
cut this
watching.
off.
And the wise words of Russell Simmons. God bless
Good
and
night, young people.
good
Good
night.
night.